This is a coral tooth mushroom. It's a relative of lion's mane and bear's head. It's easy to grow at home using one of our DIY grow at home mushroom kits. And it's one of my favorite ones to grow and also one of my favorite mushrooms to eat. Has a similar characteristic flavor-wise to lion's mane. I think it's a wonderful mushroom. I think for anybody who's interested in lion's mane, it's worth trying to grow this mushroom yourself. And you're never going to find this in a store. So this is a great candidate for growing yourself, and it's easy to do. Let's take a look at how that looks. Like with all of our DIY grow at home mushroom kits, to get started, you just need to be able to boil water in your kitchen. Everything you'll need is included in the kit, and you'll just follow the simple instructions, and before long, you'll be growing mushrooms right at home. So this coral tooth has been growing for about 7 days, and it is ready to pick, and I'll show you how we know that. You can see the spines on this are extending out now, starting to get longer. They're pulled out, and this is what it does as it's maturing. Those spines are what's going to produce the spores. So at this point, it's just maturing and getting ready to release spores, and we don't need it to release its spores. We're ready to go ahead and pick it. This is as good as it's going to be, and it's really easy to harvest these. This is a first flush, so it's a nice and big cluster, but you'll get 3 flushes out of these. And one of the things I like about coral tooth is that even the second and third flushes tend to be fairly good sized. We would expect to get maybe 0.6 pounds out of the first one, and then even the third one somewhere close to 0.4 pounds. So it's closer to 3 equal size flushes usually. But anyway, to harvest this, all you're going to do is grab and just kind of tilt it up. And that's it. Pulls right away. And there it is. You can see we've got material stuck there that came from the inside. This we're going to go ahead and put our micropore tape over to protect it. And the mushroom itself we'll go ahead and trim up. I'm not going to try to keep it in one piece. So I'm just going to kind of break it in half. And I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to come down from either side and kind of cut a wedge to try to get all that sawdust substrate out of there. And I'm going to cut it right out, and then we'll store it. And like all mushrooms, they store best in a paper bag in the fridge. This is going to let them breathe. It's going to keep there from being areas where you get moisture and a solid surface pressed up against the mushrooms, which is how you end up getting bacterial growth. Okay, that's pretty good. This is ready to go into the bag. This will store in the refrigerator in a closed paper bag like this. Lion's mane, coral tooth, bear's head, they all store really well. But still, they're going to be the tastiest if you use them right away. But you can store them for over a week.